Your footage is fighting you. And it's not your camera's fault, it's your pipeline. One click, that's all it takes now. PFA Color Suite 11.3 just moved us from a color grading plugin to a full AI color grading pipeline. And once you see what happens in the next 3 minutes, you'll never grade the same way again. But there is something about the channel math engine that changes how saturation actually works in your image, and nobody is talking about it. We will get that. First, correction. Traditionally, you will wrestle with color space transform, different log formats for different cameras, different headaches, 10-bit, 8-bit, RAW, S-Log, different camera, different brands. Everyone behaves differently. Great with AI, that's it. So go to correction log, one click, it adapts to whatever log you throw at it, log to Red 709 instantly. And the saturation, untouched, completely preserved for the grading stage. Now, under correction exposure, false color is now built in. So yellow means you are in the right range, orange means you are clipping. You can see your exposure errors before you even think about contrast. And you can read the legends on the right side to see the sweet spot. So white balance AI finds the optimal white points across your entire frame. One slider, your image snaps into place. Of course, you can do all this in a manual process by dragging the sliders. It's totally up to you. So that's the correction stage, foundation set. Now the fun part. One click, 135 parameters across the entire toolkit using CinePulse AI. So every slider moves to create a complete look. So this is your AI color assistant and AI color pipeline. So now we can go down to individual tabs, but here is why it gets interesting. Film tonal curve. So we want the milky gray in the shadows, so we increase the black points, raise the shadow softness, and the foundation of your entire look built in seconds. But the traditional saturation tools, they sometimes brighten your pixels. It's like additive as they add color. That's the problem. Spectral contrast isolate pure color injection, zero effect or minimal effect on exposures. So color moves, luminance stays locked. Now we can go to shadow split tone. They share the same curve as film tonal curve, but introduce new hues exactly where you want to split them in highlight, midtone, and shadows. Midtone handles a completely different exposure zones. You can get surgical control over every single tonal range. That's the power of this toolkit. But wait, what happens when you need to change a color that's already in the frame? Mask on, go to color swap, see exactly which pixels are being selected, change the range, tell the software actually where to grab. The cabinet goes green, then you twist it to whatever tones you want, full power over every single hue. And here is the thing about color density. Watch the luminance drops as the saturation increases. You are adding richness without blowing out your highlights. Actually, as more colors come to the image, it blocks more light. This is the film physics. Two saturation engine working together, density and color swap, creating any mood you want. But this is just the part that changes everything. Channel math. So under film, mixer engine, it comprises of film mixer, film separation, and printer lights. And this is what nobody else is doing. Right now, the vector scope is all over the place. No film look, no palette. A film look is defined by complementary paths, teal and orange, magenta and green, yellow, blue. Now, you can go one slider. Every single parameter in yellow and green zone gets massaged into a teal and orange axis. The entire palette synchronizes instantly. So with skin protection on, without it, the skin looks like garbage. With it, everything else transforms and the skin stays untouched. Better than a depth map, better than a tracker. But now you refine it. 9 sliders per palette, 3 channels each for RGB, 1 more cyan. Just remix the red outputs to the cyan. Every red pixels gets remixed into cyan. So this works on 8-bit, 10-bit, 12-bit, zero bending, zero artifacts because it's pure channel math. As long as your image has RGB channels, it will work. Now, film separation stretches your entire established palette along a specific axis, red and cyan only, or magenta and green, then blue and yellow. You are sculpting the look with surgical precision at exactly where you want it to be. But here is where the real magic happens. Printer lights don't work with what's already in the frame. They inject color from scratch. No CPU drain, no GPU drain, just pure color creations. So you turn on the shadow mask, reduce the skin protection, now inject cyan in the shadows, grain into the highlights, build a golden hour afternoon, synchronize the different time frame of the shot, create an entirely different atmosphere. So this is how you match shots across completely different times of day. You are not correcting anymore. You are painting with light. So you can save this preset, load it on the next shot, zero tweaking needed. Channel math means it works on every single clip. So 4K raw playback at full timeline speed, no lag, no rendering starter real time. But here is the truth. You can skip all of this. Go to CinePulse AI, one click, it generates a completely different look. 135 parameters call out at once. Done. The pipeline adapts to your footage, not the other way around. So PFA Color Suite 11.3 drops on June 1st. Right now, you're on 7.8 in the trial, and on the full lifetime license, you get 10.2, means you are paying the old price. When 11.3 launches, the price goes up significantly. Use the code THANKYOU2026, 45% off before the window closes. I don't see any reason you don't hop on it right now. But the next video, we are talking about the exact pipeline and the grading on the entire short film in under 10 minutes, and what happens when your footage is completely broken. You will see why the pipeline matters more than the footage ever did. That's all for this episode. My name is Nash, Passion Fuels Ambition. I just see you in the next grade.